brother Jonathan. We are 18, we are seniors in high school right now. We've been doing this thing for the past 6 months. These past 2 summers we worked here at this YMCA as a lifeguard, and it was really great when we were 16 and 17. You know, our first summer we made about $3,000 in 3 months, which that's really good for a 16-year-old. We loved our boss, we loved the job, we loved rotation hours, all that stuff over the summer. It was great. They told us to come on back for a second summer, you'll make better rotation, better hours, all that kind of stuff. So we did. We came back here a second summer. We had a new boss. She was pretty cool too, but our hours did get cut a lot, and we actually ended up making less money our second summer than we did our first summer. So to me and to my brother, it was kind of eye-opening because we have big plans for the future, especially with college and stuff coming up, and we needed more financially than we were getting at the YMCA.
We went from 35 hours a week to 15 hours a week, and less course rotations, all this stuff, but we couldn't really worry about it because we were starting our senior year in high school. Heard about this around 6 months ago from my brother. He said, come check this thing out. I didn't know what it was. I told him no in the beginning. He said, you're my brother, just come check this thing out. I'm not going to let you down. Came, checked it out, brought my dad. Still didn't really know what it was. Met a guy named Alex Moore who we're going to hear from later today. Wow, from the last 6 months to where it is now, it's been absolutely insane. But, you know, one of the reasons why I'm doing this is I want to be a physical therapist. It's like $100,000 to become a physical therapist. That's a lot of money, and I don't know anything in the next 7 years that could legally make me $100,000. So that's why I'm doing this thing. Some of the things I've learned from this, besides the financial stuff, just like how to talk in front of 80 people, how to run a business, how to manage money, manage time, all this stuff. It's really awesome. And with that being said, I would like to invite up Emil. And Emil's been doing really good. He's been with us for like the last 9 days, and he's going to tell you a story. So give it up to Emil.
They kind of caught me. I was trying to give them the phone and take pictures of everything. Pretty excited today. I'm actually early today. I'm always pretty late. Like they said, I joined on Thursday of last week. And from there, I pretty much have, I brought 8 people to the first meeting. Meeting after that, I brought another 8 people. Meeting after that, I brought 6 people. From every meeting I brought, I had at least one person sign up. So it doesn't take much. It's bigger than all of us. That's how I feel. Like, it only takes one person, and from there it just expands and expands and grows. It's bigger than me, him, Alex, wherever he's at, and it's just going to grow. And they took.
When you first heard
I was just about to say that. Thank you, Alex. I heard about it about 5 months ago, and that's a long story. I was pretty much skeptical. Like, pretty much, I guarantee 70% of you guys are pretty much skeptical. Like, it's too good to be true. I don't believe someone's making that kind of money, and he's running around here somewhere, and there's plenty of other people who are making that. And these two right here on the verge are making that as well. And finally, after 5 months, I kind of just I said, I'm going to try it out. I might as well give it a chance, give it a shot. And I'm kind of they tell people like he's probably angry that he joined when he did, because there's about 6 or 7 people that joined before me. And I was like, I don't regret joining the time I did. Am I angry that those 6 or 7 people are above me? Yeah, because they could be working for me right now. But I'm happy to tell my story, because it is a part of my story now, to let people know what happened with me. Like my dad always told me before he passed. He always told my mom, like it's best that he learns the hard way, so he appreciates what he has. So I appreciate where I'm at right now. I appreciate these people. Without them, this wouldn't grow. I wouldn't have all these people calling me all the time. I have MJ over there. I call her about like 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. Like,
and I always answer.
She does. I'm surprised she didn't run from me right now, because we're always on the phone together. It's just big. I want to thank Alex, Jonathan, Brandon for introducing me, MJ, Mama Shred, Pop over there. I just want to. It's pretty much a family. It's a team, but the team turned into a family. So when you jump on board, it becomes a big family. And you guys are always together. You're working together. It's not like when you join, you kind of just get thrown on the side. It's when you join, you're joining a family now. And we're always talking, always communicating, hanging out. Like I was with him until like 2 o'clock in the morning, playing video games. It gets big, and I'm happy to be in the company. And I heard in closing, from a couple of days ago, someone in the back, wise guy over there, standing next to or holding a bird. fell on the ground. He told me something that blew my mind, and the people that were around me really didn't grasp what he said, but he pretty much told me, and there was a few other people there, that we have an opportunity to join something, like take a chance on it, because there's only two things that can happen. Get healthy and make a fortune, or get healthy and make your life better. What do you have to lose? So that's my closing.
Again, he's only been this thing for 9 days, and he really loves what he's doing. He's a little humble about it. He didn't say, this first week he made over $400, and he's on track to go over $700 for this week. So he's definitely doing pretty well in his business. My brother and I personally have been working this past 6 months together and building up a team and a family, as he was saying. Right now, we're currently making $1,500 a month combined, and if we continue at this track, by the time we graduate high school in 3 years, we'll be making $3 grand a month each with the company paid for BMW in 3 months. So that's kind of where this whole thing is going and stuff like that. So we're going to bring up one of our team leaders. She flew in from Pittsburgh this morning, actually, to be with us today. Products? All right, cool. First things first, we're going to we have a lot of products that touch a lot of different age groups, so I'm going to go a little bit into each one real quick. First one is eeemm. That's the name of the company. It started 8 years ago. It stands for Vitamins, Essential Minerals, Mangosteen, and Aloe. So basically, this is what Men's Health magazine rated as the #1 super juice in 2012. It beat out some other super juices like Zango and Noni and stuff like that. So it's really, really good. I also have a little kid supplement, which is kind of cute. So this 2-ounce serving right here is equivalent to 9 servings of fruits and vegetables. So for me, it's kind of like, do I want this, or do I want my spinach and bok choy or whatever? So real quick, if you guys are in the crowd, raise your hand if you guys take vitamins on a daily basis. That's actually pretty good, more than normal, all right? Most people, especially in our age group, the YPR, Young People Revolution, we don't. So what they decided to do 5 years ago is put this little 2-ounce serving of eeemm inside of an energy drink to make a healthy energy drink. Now raise your hand if you guys know people who drink energy drinks, or if you guys drink energy drinks yourselves. Raise your hands. So they came out with this 5 years ago. It's the official drink of the Phoenix Suns. So we as brand partners get to go to the games to drink some Verve, hang out in the Verve Lounge, an exclusive private lounge just for people in our company, so that's kind of cool. That came out 5 years ago along with sugar-free. And just about a month ago, they came out with the Bolts, which is my personal favorite Verve. It's got extra caffeine, pretty good for you. And they also got the Verve Shot, which is like your 5-hour energy filled with caffeine. All right, so that came out 5 years ago. And then just about a year ago now, they came out with the 3rd line of eeemm called Body. And it was made by this cutie patootie right here. He's on Extreme Makeover Weight Loss Edition every Sunday night on ABC at 8 o'clock. You guys can go watch it. He created and designed this whole formula. They got a bunch of different products. My personal favorite is right here. This is actually my can from before the event. I drank it. It's called Body Burn. Basically, this is a Verve with a little bit extra caffeine, 20 grams of protein, and 7 grams of fiber. So for me, this is my pre-workout boost, post-workout protein all in one, so I can have a good workout in. And then after my workout, I make sure to have one of these protein shakes, which for athletes, if you guys take protein shakes, as most of you guys know, they're nasty. These are actually really good. This is from someone who used to take whey protein, have a big bag sitting at home that will never ever finish. So now I'm going to bring this up instead. And pays me, that's part. So we're going to bring up, I mentioned earlier, one of our leaders. She's coming from Pittsburgh today. She's been doing this thing for, I believe, almost a year now. She's going to kind of tell her story to us a little bit. So we'll bring up Kara.
Hi, everybody. My name is Kara.
Hi, Kara.
I'm from Pittsburgh. Hi. Whoever said that. So basically, about a year ago today, it's coming up on our 1st anniversary, I was on a plane coming from Hawaii, going to Phoenix. And just before the door was about to shut, somebody jumped on the plane and sat down in the row with me and my girlfriend. And that person was Alex. And at first I was a little ticked off because I was on a red-eye flight, and as you know, if you've ever been on a red-eye, it's like 5-6 hours long, and all you want to do is sleep. It's overnight. So we thought we were going to have this whole row to ourselves, but it turned out, no, we didn't. Alex sat down with us. But it turned out to be a blessing in disguise, because not only is he really cute and nice to cuddle with, he had something to say. He was a little nervous about flying, so we were trying to calm him down, and we were talking, and we asked him what he was doing in Hawaii. He said, well, I'm hanging out with friends and I'm working. And I said, well, what are you doing? You hanging out with friends or you working? He said, both. My job is hanging out with my friends. So I said, well, that sounds like a cool job. What do you do? He said, I work for this nutrition company and we promote a healthy energy drink called Verb. And as he was saying that, I was checking my Facebook page, and my roommate at the time was a nurse and drinking about 3 Red Bulls a night, and I told her she wasn't allowed to do that anymore. She had to find a healthy alternative. So as he was telling me about Verb, I'm looking at my Facebook page, and there's a picture of a can of Verb. Okay, someone's telling me something, right? So I said, is this what you're talking about? And he looked at my phone, he said, yeah, do you know Verb? And I was like, no. He's like, do you drink energy drinks? I said, no. He's like, well, basically we make money promoting this energy drink. So he told us a little bit about that, but we all just kind of went to sleep. It was late at night. The next day, I arrived in Phoenix. I flew home to Pittsburgh, crawled into bed, and when I woke up on the floor next to my bag that I threw down was Alex Morgan's business card. So I'm like, all right, the universe is trying to tell me something. So I got online, I looked up at his webpage, and I did a little bit of research on the company, not much. I picked up my phone, and I text Alex. And I said, Alex, this is Kara, I'm going on the plane. It's like, hey, what's up? So I'm thinking about doing this, but I don't know what to do. You told me I could order a couple cases and start my own business. He said, yeah. He goes, what page are you looking at? So I'm looking at the starter pack for like $4.99. And he's like, okay, just click submit. And I'm like, click submit? That's like $500. I've never been tasted a bird before. He said, click submit, you'll never forget it. So I did, and I started to sweat, and I was like, what am I doing? I meet some kid on a plane, I just ordered $500 worth of vitamins. This is insane, what am I doing? For some reason, I knew it was the right thing to do. For whatever reason, something with Alex, what he was saying to me, and his passion about what he was doing resonated with me. So I was nervous, but I was kind of excited as well. So a couple days later, the girl on the plane with me called me up, and she said, can I talk to you for a minute? I said, sure. And she's like, I can't stop thinking about that kid, Alex. And I said, oh my God, I clicked submit. I already did it. I already ordered it. I was like, go on his webpage, and you do the same. And she's like, no, I'll sign up under you. And that just started a whole chain of events. My products came. I tasted them. I'm like, they're good. I said, well, what do we do now? I had no direction. I had nobody telling me what to do. So I just basically said, let's post it on Facebook. Everybody's posting stuff on Facebook. So we took a picture of the product, posted it on Facebook, and right away I got about 10 hits. People saying, what is this? What's going on? Can I make money off of it? I was like, yeah, this is what I'm doing. And they're like, how did you get involved? I'm like, I met some kid on the plane. It's a story, you know? So a lot of my friends were skeptical, but a lot of my friends believed in me. And one of my friends who believed in me was MJ. So MJ and I go way back. So I was telling her about it, and she was hesitant about it, and I said, look, this is what I'm doing. She called me about 40 times, and finally, I got her to call more people work us, so she wasn't calling me anymore.
I called him 40 times.
Right. So eventually, MJ signed up. She started to do it. And then, fortunately for me, I had another person, Wendy. Where did you go? There she is. Wendy signed up with me as well. I've known Wendy for years. Alex brought Wendy and MJ and me together. I mean, Wendy I hadn't seen in years. MJ I barely spoke to because she moved to Vegas and left me. And it was so cool because now I got all my friends together. Wendy and MJ didn't even know they were living in the same city. So now it's been this kind of roller coaster ride, and we're all working together. We're building our teams, and fortunately for me, I get to see MJ all the time now. I get to see Wendy all the time now, and hopefully I'm going to get to see you all right now. So long story short, to wind it up, the reason I'm doing this, the reason I want to do this, is I've been working for an airline for 27 years. Yes, I started when I was 3. I've been working for an airline for 27 years, and a few years back, if you guys remember, there was a little incident on 9/11 that kind of sent the airline industry into depression, bankruptcy. So just about every major airline filed for bankruptcy, including mine. And in order for us to emerge from bankruptcy, basically they said, we'll never make it unless the employees give up their pension. And so some judge in some federal court signed a piece of paper and literally just took away my pension. And for you young kids in here that don't know what a pension is something that you work for your entire career that corporate America has promised you. Well, guess what? Promises promises die with financial insecurity, and you don't know what's going to happen day to day. Nobody knew 9/11 was going to happen, but it happened. So here I was, I'm like, okay, I'm still working this job 12 years later. I was flying everywhere, but going nowhere. I met Alex Morgan on that plane, and he changed my life. And now I have a goal, I have something to look forward to, and I get to do it with my friends. And every day, I get to meet fabulous people. My family has grown. My Facebook, I'm telling you what, I swear I feel so popular. Every day, somebody is requesting to be my friend. They're from Malaysia. I don't even speak the language. I'm like, you must have been I'm coming to see all of you. So my team's grown, my family has grown, and I couldn't be more happy. And the fact that I get to pick the people that I work with, and the fact that I'm making money with people that I love, you can't ask for anything better, seriously. Best products in the world, best company in the world with the best CEO, and our best team leader. Let me introduce Mr. Alex Morgan. He's the one.
All right. Well, I'm gonna talk about what's going on today. If you're new, first time checking this out. Okay, cool guys. Well, what we're doing is working. Before I start, I kind of always put like a little disclaimer. Now, I'm not here to offend your experience. Moms, dads, family, teachers, professors, and friends. But you do have to understand, right now in America, it's pretty crappy out there. Job market's terrible. Economy's terrible. Our president's on CNN calling this economy the next Great Depression. If you're young in here, 97% of your parents are still working to earn an income. Obviously, if they're still working over the age of like 50, they obviously didn't get the memo on how to earn money, okay? Because what you have to understand tonight is that making money is actually extremely simple. Most people just don't make any money because they see opportunities like this and it passes them by, and they go out there and do what everybody else does. Be average and mediocre. Go to high school, they get good grades. They go to college, they get good grades. If they're fortunate and blessed that their parents pay for their schooling, they go that way. If not, they'll take out something called a student loan. Student loan debt is now the #1 debt in the entire country over credit card debt. Okay, they're told what to do, when to do it in school. Okay, a professor who makes $40,000 a year is teaching your children how to go out in the world and become successful, which that makes absolutely no sense. And then you get an internship, then you make the resume while you're so special, and then you go beg some person to hire you, and they tell you when to show up to work, when to eat lunch, when to pee, when to go home, what to wear, what to do, when to do it, and if they don't like it anymore, you get fired and replaced by the next dude in line. And then what, you work 40 hours a week for 40 years of your life, then try to retire 40% of your income, you're 72 years old at that point probably. Okay, then you retire, go to Europe once with your wife, come back, watch TV for 10 years, die, 10 people show up to your funeral, and they're like, he was a great guy, she was a really nice lady. And then you go through life, one life to live. Last time I checked, we don't have 16 lives to live. You better make it count, dude. Right? Like, you all want to help people, you all want to live a nice life, have a nice lifestyle, make money, retire mom and dad early, have a nice car, have a nice house, but unless you have a vehicle to get there, you're never going to accomplish really anything. You're just going to go out there and make someone else's dream, come true. That's what a job is. J-O-B stands for Journey Over the Broke, or Just Over Broke. You don't know one person in your life, I don't know one person in my life with a job that makes a lot of money. Why? Because they can't. It's physically impossible to create wealth when you trade time for money. I got 24 hours in a day. Okay, Alex Straight, John Straight, they got 24 hours a day. LeBron James, he's got 24 hours a day. Oprah Winfrey's got 24 hours a day. So why does someone like Oprah make $5 billion a year, and someone else doesn't? They make 50 grand a year, guys. It's how you spend your time. It's how your bank account's going to look. And before I get into this, I'm not here to say money's the most important thing in the world, because it's not. I know lots of rich people who are depressed, and they hate their life, and it's a bad situation. But if you say money's not important, it's because you're broke, man. Like, to be honest, money's kind of like oxygen. You need air to breathe, you need money to live, man. Because without money, guess what happens? You can't even buy food. Without food, you can't eat. If you're a human being tonight, if you don't eat, you eventually die. None of you want to die. That's what you're going to die. So really quick, I'm 23 years old. I'm a normal average kid, you guys. I'm just like everybody else. I grew up in a small town in Columbus, Ohio. I actually was on a 7 a.m. flight this morning, and I landed about an hour ago. So I was out there building, with those teams out there at Ohio State and some different schools. And you guys, I was never the smartest kid in school. I was in slow math in high school. I had to take Spanish 1 twice. Spanish 1. I applied to colleges. I had a 14.9 SAT score. My little sister did better than me when she was in middle school on the pre-SAT than I did at 18 years old. So I applied to some colleges. Oklahoma told me no. Indiana put me on a wait list, and the school called Arizona State accepted me. I took a campus visit. I saw bikinis and hot tubs and palm trees on my ASU. So I went up there to I went out to Arizona State, got into a lot of trouble at 18. I was a drunk 18-year-old kid just drinking and being an idiot. I got removed from the dorms, aka kicked out. At that point, I was on my buddy's couch for about 6 months, and all my friends were at Subway, Jimmy John's, Buffalo, Best Buy, Abercrombie, making 8, 9, 10, 12 bucks an hour. Obviously, if you're in a job situation, where someone tells you when to show up, and you have to show up, and if you don't show up, you get fired. And someone's paying you $12 for an hour of your time as a human being, you know it stinks. You're told when to show up to work, man. It sucks, man. Like, you're a human being. If I said raise your hand tonight if you're a human, guys, we're God's highest form of creation. Regardless of your religion, I don't care what it is. You're God's highest form of creation. You can be anyone you want to be. You can do anything you want to do. So don't let someone else limit you on putting a ceiling over your head, man. Like, I'm only going to pay you $10 an hour. I'm only going to pay you $60,000 a year. Why? Okay, here you control your own income. You treat it like a hobby, it's going to pay you like a hobby. Treat this company like a multi-million-dollar business, where some people in this room have been doing, and pay you a hell of a lot of money. So I wanted to own my own business. Like I said, I didn't want to go do the Abercrombie thing like I did in high school. So I went and got my real estate license at 18. I had a friend who was 21 years old, making like $5 grand a month in real estate. I thought $5 grand a month back then was like, LeBron, Jay-Z money. I was like, $5 grand a month, wow, like, crazy, right? So I got my real estate license. I failed the real estate exam about 10 times. I really not that book smart. Eventually got it, closed some deals, made some money, spent it all, then some, partying, have fun. Learned a lot about sales and service and dealing with people. Things 96% of you had never been taught at home. In high school, no one taught me how to make money, set goals, and succeed. And I've been on 90 college campuses in the last 6 months, including Harvard. Okay? There's not one college professor in this nation teaching anyone how to actually earn money. Because once again, if you want to get good at basketball, what are you doing? You're watching Michael Jordan, Kevin Durant, LeBron James. Soccer, you're probably studying what? Messi, Ronaldo, David Beckham. Golf, probably studying Tiger Woods. So when it comes to earning money, you probably should learn from someone making a lot of money. How can someone that doesn't make money teach you how to make money? You understand that? That's like me trying to teach you Japanese. I can't speak the word Japanese. So once again, with all due respect to your parents and your relatives and stuff, if dad makes 50 grand a year, and you're 17 like these kids are, and they would be multi-millionaires in the next 4 years, should they listen to dad's opinion on how to earn money? Of course not, dude. That's like 2 plus 2 is 6. 2 plus 2 is 4. Don't take advice from people unless they have what you want. Like, you want a Ferrari, listen to someone with a Ferrari. If you see, for 22 years of my life, I was listening to the wrong people that didn't have what I want. My friends, well, that's a dumb idea, that's a dumb idea. Guys, don't listen to anybody unless they have what you want. Like, if you say what people say and do what they do, you're going to get what they have every single time. So take advice from someone who already is where you want to be. So I got approached to Vemma 23 months ago. This is actually my 24th month, in the company. So, 2 years. I got approached to do it, man. I was very skeptical. Too good to be true, scam. I was the guy in the back, arms crossed, this is BS, this is garbage, this is stupid, pyramid scheme, right? Pyramid scheme. And that was me, man. I was ignorant and dumb, and that's why I was broke. What I realized is that people that don't earn a lot of money should sometimes, keep their mouth a little quiet when it comes to making money. Like, I was at a meeting at USC last week, and this kid's like, this Vemma thing doesn't work, man. I'm like, with all due respect, what do you do to make money? Well, right now I'm working at Starbucks making, okay, you're making $10 an hour. You're going to walk in here when I got kids who are, 19 and 20 making more money than your parents. You're going to try to tell me this doesn't work. Like, come on, dude. Like, wake up. It's 2013. We're in the years and the ages of Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, MySpace, iPhone, Blackberries, Droids. We're so socially connected, so socially integrated. All we're doing is capitalizing on what the hell's in front of us, guys. Well, that's it. You have to be smart to make money. Right place, right time, right people. You have to surround yourself with people who know what they're doing, and people who know, where they're going. And you're getting both of those types of people in this room, today. So long story short, I said no for 30 days. I got a call from a kid in the company. He was 25 years old at the time, making $9,000 a week. So he called me up. He's like, dude, I heard you called the Vemma thing a pyramid scheme. I want to meet with you. I'm going to be in Phoenix. I want to sit down with you for 15 minutes. I'm going to talk to you about this whole Vemma thing. If you want to do it, I'll help you. If not, I'll never talk to you again for the rest of your life. I promise. I'm like, one more time, you're making $9 grand a week at 25. I'm like, I'll ride my bike to wherever you want to meet, dude. So I met up with this guy named Brad Alcazan. He's number 2. In Vemma, he's one of my closest friends. Again, a normal, average kid. And he explained to me, he goes, look, dude, pyramid schemes are illegal. So if you're new tonight, you're skeptical, right? Pyramid schemes are illegal in the United States of America. If you participate in one, you go to federal prison, jail, bars, bed and water, prison. Bad thing will happen to you if it was a pyramid scheme. You go to prison. All right, second, like these guys said, it's the official drink of the Phoenix Suns. I guess I live in Phoenix, right? Okay, it's the official drink of the Phoenix Suns. Michael Jordan and the Charlotte Bobcats. Michael Jordan, arguably the greatest athlete ever, made this the official drink of the Charlotte Bobcats. Okay, Sean Merriman in the NFL and the Buffalo Bills, you guys. Dr. Oz put this on his show 3 times in the last year as the most complete overall supplement. For those of you who don't know Dr. Oz, he's the most recognized face now on American TV in front of Justin Bieber. It's a pretty big deal. His boss is Oprah Winfrey. Okay? You guys all know Oprah because she's not even human. She's like Oprah Winfrey. She's He's a multi-billionaire. So you think for a second, the company did $117 million in sales last year, that Michael Jordan, Oprah, and Dr. Oz are going to recommend, endorse, / sponsor an illegal business model, guys. Of course not, dude. $117 million in sales, you get shut down by the federal freaking government. So long story short, I got in it. When I signed up, there was no BMW program, there was no Mercedes program. Our team has 80 kids now, under the age of 25. Driving a Beamer or a Benz. I looked at the stats on Google. 98% of people's parents would ever have enough money to ever afford a BMW or Mercedes-Benz. We got 80 kids, children, driving them across college and high school campuses. Dude. Like, obviously something here is working, okay? So I got in it, you know, there's no sign-up fee, there's no membership fee, there's no on-site commitment, there's no contracts, there's no website stuff. All you do is you order verbs. So in your day, your daily lives, we all spend money on what? Red Bull, Rockstar, Monster, 5 Hour Energy, Coke, Dr. Pepper, Sprite, Gatorade, Powerade, Starbucks, Chipotle. You blow money on something that you ingest into your body. So you're going to take the money from here, and you're going to put it into here, and then you're going to get coached, trained, and mentored by people your age that know how to make a lot of money. So that's all I did. I said, well, I'm graduating in 18 months. 53.6% of kids graduate college now to this year. They're unemployed a year from now. So we all just graduated college. Half of you have student loans up your freaking eyeballs. You can't even get a job, half of you. Okay, and if you're here tonight and you're going to go to law school to be a lawyer, med school to be a doctor, I commend you. That's wonderful. This can help pay your loans. I got a friend that just graduated Ohio State Law School. He's in the hole, $100,000, right? Med school, $200 grand to go to med school, guys. But if you're in college and you're studying business, like I was, and all my friends were, you're in there doing business, marketing, real estate, you know, finance. If your teacher was that good at the university, they'd be in the real world earning millions of dollars, not teaching me and you about it, guys. Once again, I'm off for college. I have a 4-year degree. It's on my parents' wall. I support school 1,000,000, 1,000, trillion%. But once again, yeah, dude making 60 grand a year can't teach you how to make $250,000 because you know it doesn't add up. Okay, so I got into you guys. I ordered 2 cases of Vert. I looked at my Facebook and phone book and realized all my friends like to make money, all my friends like to be healthy. None of you walk around and say, man, I wish I was sick today, or man, I wish I could be broke because I just love being broke, sick, and tired. No, you don't want to be broke, sick, and tired. Okay, you want to have money, you want to be healthy, man. Everyone wants to make money and be healthy. So I invited 50 friends over to my house in Arizona State. 25 friends told me they would show up. Out of the 25, my first event like this, 10 actually showed up. Out of the 10, 6 told me no. So 10 of my closest friends, 6 basically laughed in my face. You're crazy, you're nuts, it's illegal, it's a scam, it's a pyramid scheme. My mom looked into that and she says those things don't work. My father's a businessman. Everyone's father's a businessman. And once you go with all due respect to your father and your mother, if they don't have what you want financially, their opinion probably is invalid. Okay? So they didn't do it, right? 4 signed up. We've turned 4 into now 11,000 active. High school kids in college, kids, a lot of moms and dads, fellow teachers, couple professors, couple from the MLB, NFL, NBA, fellow people in the music business, you guys. I've signed up 30 friends in 23 months. The only person in this room that I quote was my dad and Kara, okay? And guys, and I'm not here to talk about, Kara making $1,500 a month. I'm not here to talk about, high school kids making more money than some of their teachers, but you guys, I'm 23, I'm very fortunate and blessed. I do work my butt off, and the last month was my highest month ever. I made $55,000. And this month I'm going to hit Royal Ambassador, which on paper is $1 million a year. And by August I'm on track to do over $100,000 a month. So with that being said, once again, I'm not here to say that to impress you. I don't care. I say it to impress upon you that what we're doing, what someone brought you here, that likes, trusts, and respects you enough, they're trying to share with you something that can literally change your life financially on a health standpoint. Because an extra $1,000 a month in your family's lives right now, I got a pretty good feeling it probably changed a lot of things. Because I've seen a lot of people, and man, I'll tell you what, dude, people are hurting right now, man. Like I got friends, dads that are working for Intel for 30 years, and all of a sudden they go from $200 grand a year to $66,000 a year, man, on the drop of a dime. People go, what about job security? I mean, job security, you're in a job. There's no security in a job. That's what all of our parents are still working to earn a freaking income, guys. If you're young in here, you cannot do what mom and dad do. If your parents are still working in here, why would you do what they're doing? You want to work till you're 58 years old? You don't want to do that, man. This is a 2 to 3 year plan. It's where you bust your butt for 2 to 3 years. We help you the whole way. Okay, we cram 40 years of work into 2 to 3 years, and then you're set, man. This is called network marketing. Yeah, it's not no work marketing. It takes work. It takes time. It takes effort. Is it worth it? Yeah, I think it's pretty worth it. I got a girl at Arizona State who's 20 years old. I met her at PacSun Skate Shop, Kaylee Warren. She's all over Google and YouTube. She told me no to this at first. I met up with her again. She got on board. I think 80 people told her no. I think 6 told her yeah. And she's making over $20,000 a month now in the company at 20 years old. She's going to retire her dad, next month. So really quick, the way it works, people go, how do you make that kind of money? It's crazy. It's nuts. I understand it's crazy nuts, guys. This is not sold in stores. This is how we get paid. It's not sold in Safeway, Costco, Walmart, Target, Quick Trip, Chevron, Starbucks, Whole Foods. It's not in any stores, okay? There's no billboards, magazine ads, TV commercials. It's all word of mouth advertising. The Dallas Cowboys don't pay me to wear a Dallas Cowboys hat. You guys are all promoting Vans and Ruka and Converse All-Stars. Whatever brands you're wearing, guess what? You're promoting a brand. They don't pay you to do it. We all go to the movie site, see a really good movie. The first thing we do is we tell our friends about it. They go and see the movie. We don't get a check in the mail, but we should. You guys ever heard of this thing called, some of you might have heard this before. His name's Mark Zuckerberg. He had this idea about 8 years ago. He had 15 friends show up to his dorm room, right, with some crazy idea about this thing called Facebook. Well, 13 told him he was an idiot. 2 signed up for Facebook. Everyone in this room has one. He's worth $25 billion. That one kid changed the way we talk to people on the internet, and what Verb is doing, what it's done, what it's going to continue to do, is just changing the mindsets of young people, middle-aged people, and older people. If you don't believe it, then don't do it. We don't care, guys. There's billions of people on Earth. There's 73,000 kids in Arizona State alone. If one person doesn't want to do it, with all due respect, great, man, have a nice life. It's not a big deal. We're looking for one kid. Okay, I flew here today from Ohio. If you all told me no and one kid said, yeah, help me get to 100 grand here in the next 8 months, dude, my job here is done. I don't care. The last 90 days, I've been in Phoenix, LA, Newport, Seattle, Florida, Chicago, Washington, Ohio, Michigan, Louisiana, Florida, Texas, and Oklahoma doing this business, you guys. Our team's had almost 200 people every 24 hours, and you know why? Because no matter what school I go to, no matter what high school I go to, this is what the kids say. They go, yeah, man, I watched my parents struggle financially their whole life. I don't want to be where they're at. They don't have what I have. I'm in school. I don't know what I'm doing, you know, with my whole life and stuff, guys. And I want to better myself. And a lot of kids do it to retire their parents. To be fully honest, 98% of our team, their why they do it is to retire their own mom and dad, man. And I think that's pretty powerful that you have kids now doing a business together, helping retire, you know, their parents. So, you know, with that, you guys, like I said, we're just paid. It's like a third-party referral. That's how we're paid. You have to imagine our Facebooks are different, our phone books are different, our Twitters are different. I don't know anybody that you guys know. And everybody you know likes to make money, and they like to be healthy. And we teach you what to say to people, how to say it, what to text, how to text you guys, and you get hand carry because basically you're making like $1,000 a month, man. Like that's the best part about this business. Is it's all teamwork, man. We teach you exactly what to do because you're in a job, right? You know, and John Straight's making $80,000 a year, and I'm making 60. You know, he's not going to teach me what to do because I can take the job. So he holds me down while I try to take him down. You want to talk about a pyramid scheme, guys? Go get a job, please. You have one CEO at the top of every freaking company, president. Okay, vice president, top executive, executive, regional manager, manager, sales, owner, janitor, me and you at the bottom at 23 with a business degree. They tell us what to do, when to do, and if they don't like us anymore, we get fired and replaced. And then one day, you're supposed to get, you know, hope for a promotion, hope for a raise. So you can hear in Vemma, you give yourself a promotion, you give yourself a raise. I don't believe in salaries and jobs because, well, you're a human being, like I said. Here, you control your own destiny, man. You can be 14 years old doing this business. I got a 16-year-old kid at Hamilton High School, a sophomore in high school at 16, got a 3 series gamer in school, making $2,500 a month. You can't just sign up as a math teacher on the silver path. With that, a little more background on this. You know, Vemma started 8 years ago in Scottsdale, Arizona. We operate now in 62 countries worldwide. Who do you know in Canada? Who do you know in Mexico? All over Europe, you guys. I'll show you this much. Hong Kong, Malaysia, Singapore, Taiwan. You're not limited to just Vegas. 50 states, 62 countries, man. It takes one person to blow this thing up. You have no idea who, it's not about who you know, it's about your friends know, and they know, and they know, and they know, you guys. And I'm not here to say, you know, the Straits are, you know, Steve Jobs and Bill Gates and, you know, here's Mark Zuckerberg, but I will tell you this, if you knew what I knew about this business, man, you would probably freak out. Because I'll tell you what, man, we have 150,000 people in the world drinking this product monthly. Okay, 16 million people live in just LA alone. No one knows about this thing. You guys all heard of Amway before. Amway's in year 57. They did $12 billion in sales last year with soap, cleaning supplies, toothpaste, and shampoo.